Alright guys, welcome to a new video on the Honda cr250 from 1985. I believe this is part 5 on this bike. Last video we got the case fixed up, so we're all good to go here. Left this thing sit for probably 3 days now, and there hasn't been one leak out of that thing, so that's awesome. Starts right up, runs good, and today we're planning on taking it for a ride. Before we take it for a ride, I want to finish up a couple things. The front brake, as you guys know from previous videos, the caliper was locked up and that wasn't working too well. We were able to bleed it, but it just pinched that rotor too much, and the pistons inside the caliper were just so corroded and crappy that we just bought a brand new caliper. So we'll see if that works today. We also ordered up some new grips, so those came, so we'll install those. Really desperately needs new grips. As you can see, these are really crappy ones. So we're gonna do those two things, and then we're taking this bike out to my parents' house and we're gonna be riding it on some land out there, so stay tuned for that. First thing we're gonna do is check out the brake caliper that came. It came a couple days ago. Haven't checked it out yet. It's in this box over here. So let's open her up together and see what's in there. Alright, here it is. It says it worked for 1985 cr250. We've got the old one, so we can match it up and see if it's the correct one, but I have my doubts. Alright. Let's see. Looks pretty nice. Definitely brand new. Look at that beauty. Looks pretty similar. Let's get the old one out. Alright, here is the old one. So they look pretty similar. This one came with a bleeder screw, so we can add that into this one. And then obviously all these screws don't come with it. But it looks pretty similar. This one doesn't have these two right here, which is weird, so you can't even take out the pistons on this one. Very interesting. That's really weird. That's a very weird design. Let's see, this one says Maddie on the side right there. I don't know if it's the brand or what, but let's see, that one popped out of there, I think. Interesting. Alright, we'll try and install this. That bolts right up. It's kind of nice. Was not expecting that to work. This guy comes out of here. One washer on the outside, one on the inside. Now we just have to transfer this bolt to the bleed screw right here. This little rubber piece comes off here, like that. Little 8mm. Oh, it's on there. That little guy comes out of there. Let's put that right in there. Alright, that's all set to go. Let's try to bleed this thing now. Little .4. Pump this a couple times, see if it goes down. A couple bubbles coming up. I'll break that bleeder screw loose and see if we can get that to drain down there. Alright, watch that while I pump it. Let's see what happens here. Alright, this is probably going to take a while. We'll come back. Alright, brake is starting to get hard now. It's a good sign. I get all these air bubbles out of here. Alright, check it out, it's fixed. Alright, the front brake is fixed. That caliper worked out nicely. It's like 48 bucks for that thing. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's get those grips off of here. Alright, here are the new ones. They're just Scott grips. Nothing fancy, but we'll get these ones off and put these on. Alright, that one's on. Next one. All right, that one's on, good to go. Looking a lot better. So front brake works perfect. We got brand new grips on. I think this thing's ready to rip. All right, now that the bike has the brakes working and the grips on, we can finally clean this thing. It's a little bit cold out to use the pressure washer, so we're gonna clean it by hand. Use some WD-40 and some rags, and this thing should clean up pretty good. And then we've got some wet wipes over there too. So, all right, let's get to town on cleaning this thing. Also, the pipe's a little rusty, so probably gonna take some tin foil and go over the pipe a little bit. But yeah, it's looking pretty clean. Man, it's in good shape for an 85. It's in really good shape. I'm really happy that brake works. Oh, we gotta get a screw in there too. The one that's stripped out. But yeah, it's looking pretty sweet. I want to get this sticker off of it and that sticker off of it too. Alright, so we just cleaned it up. I cleaned the rim so you can see the pipe a little bit, the motor area, the swing arm, and then the rim back there, and then all the plastics I wiped down with WD-40. Looking a little bit better. It's not going to be perfect until we get the pressure washer out, but the hose is frozen, so I can't use that right now. But yeah, you can see the motor cleaned up pretty good. It isn't perfect, but a lot better. We're gonna quick get these stickers off the back, the 100% sticker and the whatever this says on it. And then we should be good to go. Alright, looking great. There's one in the gas tank right there, and a couple more, and then this thing will be done. Alright, just made it up to my parents' house. We got the bike on the back of the trailer here. Time to take it off and take this thing for a rip. First ride in this thing, and probably, it's been a long time. So, we'll see how she runs, see if she leaks any coolant. I do want to put one more ring around that coolant just to keep that line on there, because it was cracked. So, we're gonna quick do that, hop on it, and take her for a little rip. All right, got the bike in the garage. Gonna do a couple more things to it before we take it for the first ride. So I put some blue Loctite on here. We're gonna put a little bit more on there. And then I wanna put another clamp around this hose a little bit further down, just so that has a second place of security. But we're gonna lift this up, put that Loctite on first, then clamp that down. All right, we're gonna try to get some of this Loctite in there. See if we can get some in. Just to go around some of those threads. All right. Clamps all good to go. All right, 40 to 1. Using AMS oil. Alright guys, here we go. First ride on this thing. Let's get it warmed up here. Turn the gas on, choke on, give her a kick. Tipperoo. Letting her warm up for a little bit. There we go. Oh baby. Back brake work? Yeah. Uh-oh. Did she walk up already? Holy cow. It's got some pep to her. I haven't ridden a dirt bike in a while. Sounds a little boggy still. Alright, still warming her up here. Take a real little road test. Sounds like it's running a little bit lean here. Alright, it was running a little lean. It looks like the spark plug came out of the hole up here. And the coolant line right up here was loose. So we'll fix those two things and take her for another little rip. Sounds a little bit better. Still sounds a little lean. Alright, try this again here. Sounds like it's running a little bit lean here. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's kind of like an air leak almost. She's fast though. Really not a lot of room to ride. People are hunting right now. Alright, so far so good. The bike is performing pretty well. Definitely needs to be played around with the jetting. Because it does sound a little bit lean. So I'm guessing the, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if the jetting needs to be different or what, but because the fuel mixture is correct. Yeah, it's just maybe an air leak or maybe those reeds in there. We'll have to look into it further. But I wish I would have gotten a case saver for this too, because I don't want the chain to fly off. Otherwise, brakes work, everything works great on it. Starts right up, first kick every time. Really can't complain too much. It is an old bike, an 85, so it's not going to be perfect, but I would like to get that jetting down. Alright, let's continue our ride. And people are hunting out here, so I really can't go back there, which kind of sucks. See, it starts right up. Haven't ridden a dirt bike in a while. You can hear it kind of break up right there. So like maybe a 4th throttle to 3/4 throttle, it really breaks up. I don't know what that could be. Let's listen to it again. I'm gonna gun it right here in first gear. It really opens up in 3rd gear, but in 1st and 2nd it's boggy on the bottom end there. See how it takes off right there? Ooh, gravel. Wants one more gear. Alright, first ride done on this thing. It was more of a test drive than really going all out because I didn't really know what to expect, and it is hunting season. So anyway, it did pretty well. Brakes all work, drive straight, suspension's pretty good. We did have some problems with the motor though. As you can see, it really sounds like it has an air leak somewhere. So to me, that means it's probably running lean. We're gonna check the spark plug here quick, take that out, and check to see if it's white or black. If it's black, it's running rich. If it's brown, that's what it's supposed to be. If it's white, it's running really lean. We can kind of diagnose based off that plug. But yeah, it's otherwise pretty good. Didn't have any problems. The water pump held up really nicely. No leaks out of that thing at all. So we lucked out there. Yeah, everything else is fine on it. So that's pretty good. I know some guy commented in the last video that this little canister below the pipe could cause problems. So he recommended emptying that out. I don't know if that could be one of the problems. This thing doesn't have power valves. So, you know, I don't know. I guess we could check the reads too. I forgot if we did or not. I think we did and they were perfect. So I'm guessing it's just jetting. And this pipe on it right now is a pro circuit. So I wonder if it's not jetted for this pipe. So we're gonna probably look into the carburetor a little bit more and maybe go up on the main. Let's get in here, check the plug. It's not running bad for a $700 bike, but it could be running better. And I didn't really want to hammer on it on the road and have it lock up or something. So next ride will be a little bit crazier. Once we get this thing dialed in, we can really go with it. It's a long plug, I know that. It's pretty black, actually. It's not super white. Yeah, it's not too bad, actually. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. Alright guys, this is where you guys come in. What do you think I should do? Should we look at the carburetor, see what we're running for jets, and then based on that pipe rejet it? Or what should we look for here? Should we clean out that bottom of the pipe? I know none of these things can hurt, but where do we start? Sweet bike though, very sweet bike. All right, I think we're gonna take a look at the carburetor and see what jets we're running in there and then take it for another test drive. But that will be a different video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first ride on the 1985 Honda cr250. It's come a long way and it was awesome that we could actually ride it. So in my book, that's a saved vintage dirt bike. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, we are out.